Hello, peaceful people. This is Emily from the Peaceful People Project. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not posting a video last week, especially since last Monday was Martin Luther King Day, and especially since that is actually the true origin of the We Shall Overcome song that I shared in my New Year's video. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't feeling very well last week, so I wasn't really up to making a video. But fortunately, things have been much better this week, so I'd like to share with you an event that I attended this past Saturday. On Saturday, January 25th, I attended a rally against chemtrails at the D.I.Y Arts Collective here in Barrie. So, first of all, you're probably wondering, what's a chemtrail? The word chemtrail is a portmanteau or a combination of the words chemical and trail, and it refers to the harmful chemicals spewed out of jet engines into the sky that pollute the air and cause all kinds of health problems, both to individuals and to the environment as a whole, like global warming for one. This is just a theory about the chemtrail conspiracy. It's just a theory, so I'm going to have to tread lightly. According to the chemtrail conspiracy theory, this has been going on since the 1970s, but it only really came into the public light in the 90s. There are a lot of reasons for this. First of all, a chemtrail is almost indistinguishable from a contrail, or condensation trail, which is just a normal trail that you see behind an airplane flying through the sky. From condensation, the heat from the engine meets the cold of the air. That is completely normal and nothing to worry about. The other reason is chemtrails are actually quite beautiful. They're especially beautiful during sunrise and sunset. You look into the sky and you see the sun rising or the sun setting, and the sky lit up with beautiful colors, like a pastel striped Easter egg. You look at that and you couldn't possibly imagine that it's actually poisonous. I'm going to show you some pictures so you see what it looks like. So, I tried to choose pictures that obviously showed the difference between chemtrails and contrails, but in real life, it's not always that obvious. The big difference is contrails dissipate in a fairly short amount of time after they're emitted from the airplane, but chemtrails hang in the sky and their effects linger along with them. To further complicate things, chemtrails look very similar to the normal high-altitude cirrus clouds, which look like this. So, since the chemtrail conspiracy theory is just a theory, it's a really difficult issue to tackle. And it's brought up a lot of questions. Why is it happening? Why would the government try to cover it up? And the most contentious question of all is it really happening? A lot of people don't believe it is, and for the people who do believe that it's happening, some of them don't see it as that much of a problem, because chemtrails look fairly innocuous and, as I said before, quite beautiful. So naturally, we had to have a different kind of event. I went into this event really unprepared. I believed that it would be just a standard issue march and rally, and I've been to a ton of those before. So, as I would normally do before a march and rally, I made a picket sign that said, "Chemtrail Epic Fail" in big, bold, combative letters, which you saw in the opening sequence for this video. I arrived and I found that it was a completely different kind of event. One of the things that one of the speakers at this event said was, "Darkness cannot exist where there is light." So sometimes when you want to eliminate something, the best thing to do is to emphasize instead what you do want to see. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, we must be the change we wish to see in the world. That's not to say we completely ignored and whitewashed over the problem of chemtrails. We talked about it. We had people passing out literature. We also talked about genetic engineering in seeds in farmers' fields. And I got some postcards that I'm going to hand out at my Amnesty group next month. But most of what we did on Saturday was focusing on the positives and the things that we did want to see in the world. So without further ado, I'm going to show you some highlights.
And you will find peace within you. Seek and you will find that peace. Seek and you will find peace within you. Seek and you will find that peace. Love and light shining in the darkness. Ancient wounds are being healed. Forgiving everyone, a new story has begun. The radiance shall always be. The radiance shall always be. Peace is everywhere. Peace is everywhere. Flowing out of you and me. Peace is everywhere, peace is everywhere, flowing out of you and me. Peace is everywhere, peace is everywhere, flowing out of you and me. Peace is everywhere, peace is everywhere, flowing out of you and me. Peace is everywhere, peace is everywhere, flowing out of you and me. Peace is everywhere, peace is everywhere, flowing out of you and me. And you will find the peace within you. Seek and you will find that peace. Seek and you will find the peace within you. Seek and you will find the peace.
Let's break through the poisons that's numbing our mind. Stay awake to the choices that come in your life. And the way that your voice is a drum of the light. You are one of a kind. This is once in a lifetime. I'm in love with my life. Cause it's nothing quite like mine. Feeling reciprocal. You could say likewise. I need this to get to you. The reason I write rhymes. Open your heart. You do what you are. You are a star that you knew all along. Don't let the borders of anything cut you off. You move like the water to everything you could form. To do this is harder than what I say in this poem. But the truth is in all of us, everybody that's born. Everybody's a song, everybody is one. It's up to everybody that we all get along now. In the whole world, in the far lands, this is our earth and it's in our hands. Though the soul hurts, but I know we all can make it all work, benefiting all men. Kindness lays fears behind. I got tears in my eyes, but I'm here with a smile for you. I stand for truth. I am like you, the evolution of man. So I'ma rise to the times as the times has arrived. I'ma try till I die to provide you some light, equalize for the rights of all human life. Cause we really can't fall if we all would unite. Love is the basis of high vibration. Love is the way that we silence the hatred. This is for my natives that died on reservations. This is for the pain that resides from the slave ship. Signs of the changes, time to awaken, combine, unify. We find that we make it. You and I isn't behind. I got tears in my eyes, but I'm here with a smile for you. I stand for truth. I am like you, the evolution of man.
Okay, here goes. Great digging for anything that I can flow on. So 40 links, Dorsey and James, it says go on. Showing the establishment my battle lines are drawn. Crowds stand up and cheer when they hear my fight song. Liberally is how I choose to be. I've been free to do my worst and it's alright with me. Wide open off, gas, wheeze and choke and cough. It's time to blow it off. No joke and smoking stuff. Now who's your BFF? To make my head, I've got to trust, folks. You know I'm not a libelist, though there are some who would it as a rivalist. I know of not many want to rival this. The worst that I throw will make you shake your fist. Get the guns out of our schools. Get the locks off all our food. Don't tell me you know what's good. Mount billboards in my neighborhood. Please feed your babies human milk. Please don't make time for corporate ilk. I hate having to ask, don't you think? And you've got to ask to wash your face in my sink. I ain't the big city lights of the big smoke. Gas, wheeze, cough, choke. I like swimming in the lake up here. Conservation keeps Simcoe clear. Boost the vibe that you want to hear. Anytime I can rhyme in here, show you're bound to find the nearest body to rock. Savvy coming through with a liquid fist. Me and my crew are gonna make the list. Check how you wiggle in your hips to all the sounds like this. Some pump isn't working and you can't get the turds out. I don't have to curse for you to pick up the words. Now an alchemical blend of the verbs and the nouns. Not trying to be rude, never stuck with the poop sound. Just deepen in the bass and turning all of the notes brown. Knees to ground, smooth your crown. You would ruffle some feathers. Say we grew up together. We would need to wear boots and have griped over weather. Don't shave unless you're going out for days. Knee deep in the mire, I have more spin than your tires.
Tell you I wanna be someone to make you proud of me. More girl power than any spice. Feast your eyes on my army of mice.
Gee, now who reads a book these days? I've been told it's just not the way. When it comes to science, my understanding is late. I've been a good cat, I have not let a spray. Want you now to do a new dance. I want you to take two hands and pray. Bring understanding to a new day. Not to soothsay, but truth may enlighten. Not quarrelsome words that the government used to frighten young folks. If it's poetry, they're writing. I'm a peacenik, so quick, flash a VME, please. Combien de femme buck the kneecap and Moby. Never you mind that I can talk shop. Written on my face just like a stopped clock. Accurate with what I say at least twice a day. Blowing up spots and not being a denigrate.